Hey gang, welcome to the Zippo Ranch. So why in the world are you looking at a little sweeper? Well, this is the Dyson Animal DC-16. Now, I left the price tag on this. Went to a second-hand store similar to Goodwill. I left the price tag on it on purpose, just as a reminder of what I paid for a Dyson handheld battery operated. Wound up putting $25 into it by buying a new battery. That's all I've got in that is $30. Now, life started out pretty good. Had a really good job working at General Motors. Well, Delco Remy. And I actually paid retail for this. It was over $700. Really like it, and I keep it clean. It's got some age on it. It's about 14 years old. But this video isn't about either one of these. I mean, I love this one. They're great. And yes, Zippo does domestic chores too. I mean, after all, who else is going to do them, right? Can't afford a maid. So I picked that one up. It's great for spot cleaning. Does a really good job. And like I said, I've got 30 bucks in it. That's it. Just $30. Well, in that box is a couple of Dyson parts. So let's open up this box and see what we've got here. I'll let you guys look at that one while I'm doing this. Okay, 2 boxes. I'm guessing, see right there, it says Dyson Genuine Components. We've got a piece of tape we've got to cut. See if we can get through that tape. Or peel it off, one of the two. Come on. This just can't, it is Sunday, by the way, oddly enough. And yes, the post office delivers packages on Sunday, so whoops, cute little gal dropped these off, and here we have a charger. Well, I've already got the charger for this one. This one came with the charger for $5. All I did was replace the battery and bought an accessory kit. So why do I need another charger? A little bit of a backstory. I was heading into town, and it was trash day here in the neighborhood, and I saw something that looked conspicuously like a Dyson handheld, similar to this, sticking out of one of my neighbor's trash cans. So, did I trash pick? I absolutely did trash pick. Who wouldn't, when what was in there was this, the Dyson DC-44 Animal. And I pulled it out of the trash, put it in the truck, came home, and I pulled the trigger.
That doesn't sound good.
And it started right up. And Siri must have thought I was talking to her. But pulled the trigger and that was all well and good. But the power head didn't turn. Let's get in on the power head there. As you can see, the power head turns now. They just didn't do any maintenance to it. So they thought, well, it's broke. I'll just throw it away and go get another one. Guys, this thing retailed for $740. As insane as that sounds, they just threw it away. They didn't clean it. That was all it needed, was a good cleaning. Another neat feature about this new one is, when you're pulling the trigger, if you need a little bit more power, and it was charged, but I didn't have a charger, so that's what the other charger's for. And I'm not sure of the overall health of that battery. I mean, I've been playing with it for a couple days now, and I haven't run that battery down yet. I've not done anything major, but this through Dyson has actually taken the place of their plug-in uprights. They stopped making these, and this is their primary bread and butter, along with those silly expensive fans and silly expensive hair dryers and whatever else they make. But this was free to me. In fact, I waved at the neighbors to thank them. They didn't have a problem at all with me taking it out of their trash can. So I have $30 in that one, and I now have 50 in this one. Those attachments work just fine on this one, and that has a little motor down in there and a belt, and it just had a ton of hair all clogged up in it, and it kept it from spinning. That was it. So it was just slipping on the belt, and that's why I'm putting this on the Zippo Ranch channel. But this is another Zippo gets it cheap and fixes it, and I get to keep this and use it, and it's actually going to make cleaning a little bit more of a joy. Pulling that big thing out, plugging it in, having to wrap the cord back up and all that. Now this is good for the bigger jobs, don't get me wrong, but having that little guy for spot cleaning, and then I can also take this rod and put this rod on that vacuum as well. The only difference being is the plug-in that powers the head isn't quite as, it's not quite the same design. So even though this will plug in, it won't operate the power head, but I can pop the power head off and use any of those others for like dirty floors or hardwood floors or stuff like that. But how awesome is that? How awesome is that? A freebie multi-$100 sweeper. So Zippo gets excited about silly things, and this is one of the silly things that I got excited about. So I'm going to pop this battery out of here. Whoops. Let's push the trigger while we're doing it, huh? I'll pop this battery out. You guys can't see what I'm doing. I'm going to compare it to the battery I bought and make sure I got the right one. Okay. Got that. We've got this little notch here. Our 2 spots there. Our plug-in port right there. Let's take a look at the new one. We've got our plug-in there, our notch there, our grooves here for powering the head, and our charge port. So let's plug this sucker in right into the bottom here and see if it works. How about that? So now, as country folk would say, I'm crapping in high cotton. I'm getting my butt wiped for me. That's it. It's a silly video. That's why I'm putting it on Zippo Ranch, because this is part of the Zippo Ranch. This is how I fly. I find something cheap, especially very expensive vacuum cleaners. If I find them cheap or free, you better believe I'm going to grab them. Even Bell likes it. It's Bell approved, isn't it? Is that Bell approved? Huh? Hey, is that Bell approved? Alright guys, that wraps it up. That's all it was about. Was just me lucking into happen to see just the power head sticking out of trash bin, and I grabbed it. So Zippo's not proud to trash pick. Too proud to trash pick. I'll do it. I'll do it every day of the week. That's it. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday, January 6th, 2019. I'll catch y'all on the next one, because I'm busy over here watching videos myself. If you would please, if you're not subscribed, right down there, click on the bald guy's head, and over here is a random video, and over here is my latest video. We'll see you guys either here or over on the Zippo Varga channel. Later. I am totally out of here.